The little girl's legs trembled as she ran, tears streaming down her face, her breath coming in broken gasps. She was too young to fully understand the cruelty unfolding behind her, but she knew one terrifying truth: her mother was in danger. Every step she took carried fear, panic, and a desperate hope that someone, anyone, would listen. When she spotted the group of bikers, their leather jackets and roaring machines might have frightened most people, but to her, they looked like her last chance. Her small voice cracked as she cried out, struggling to form the words through sobs. "They're beating my mama." The pain in her plea stopped the world around her. In that moment, it wasn't about strangers or appearances, it was about a child begging for her mother's life. The bikers saw the raw terror in her eyes, a fear no child should ever have to carry. This was not just a call for help. It was a test of humanity. The girl's courage, born from love and desperation, cut through every hesitation. She had no power, no protection, only the strength to run and the hope that someone would care. Her cry echoed louder than any engine, reminding everyone present that silence in the face of violence is its own form of cruelty. Sometimes, change begins with the smallest voice, one brave child daring to ask the world to step in. The moment the child's words left her mouth, the atmosphere shifted. The bikers didn't hesitate or look away. They exchanged brief glances, no long discussions, no second thoughts. Years on the road had taught them one simple rule: when someone helpless cries for help, you answer. Engines were cut off, heavy boots hit the ground, and their relaxed posture turned into quiet determination. They followed the little girl without fear, not driven by anger alone, but by a deep sense of responsibility. These men, often misunderstood by society, moved with purpose. Their presence alone changed the energy of the scene. The abusers, moments earlier fueled by cruelty, suddenly found themselves face to face with a wall of resolve they couldn't intimidate or overpower. The bikers didn't seek chaos or revenge, they sought justice. Their voices were firm, their stance unyielding. They made it clear that the violence would end now. No threats, no unnecessary force, just the undeniable strength of people who refused to let harm continue. In that moment, courage meant standing between danger and the defenseless. What followed was silence, the kind that comes when cruelty realizes it is lost. The mother was no longer alone, and the child's tears slowly turned into relief. The bikers had stepped in not as outlaws or legends, but as protectors. Their actions proved that bravery isn't about fearlessness. It's about choosing to act even when fear exists, especially when someone's life depends on it. What happened next was more than just intervention. It was a reminder of what humanity looks like at its best. Once the violence was stopped, the bikers didn't simply walk away. They ensured the mother was safe, helped her steady herself, and created a protective circle around both her and her child. In that moment, justice wasn't about punishment alone. It was about restoring dignity to people who had been stripped of it. Courage showed itself not in loud words or dramatic gestures, but in quiet compassion. One biker knelt to the child's level, speaking gently, assuring her that her mother was safe now. Another offered water, while others stood guard, making sure no harm would return. These small acts carried immense power, proving that strength and kindness can exist side by side. Humanity often reveals itself when stereotypes are shattered. Those society might judge by appearance became the very people who stood up when it mattered most. They didn't ask for recognition or praise. For them, doing the right thing was enough. Their actions sent a clear message: real heroes don't wear uniforms or seek applause, they step forward when others step back. As calm returned, the mother held her child close, surrounded by strangers who had become protectors. The moment lingered as a powerful truth: justice begins with courage. Courage is guided by compassion, and humanity shines brightest in unexpected places.